Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. So we're starting off things a little bit differently today. I'm currently in Schoolcraft, Michigan. I had to step outside because there we go. Company was working on the truck earlier today, and they had to turn off my power inverter, which means without my power inverter I don't get my big fancy lights, whatever that was. But getting everything unpacked for filming for the week. Truck is relatively clean. Camera makes it look way worse. I gotta do some more vacuuming, but again, shop was in here. We'll be taking this out to Melrose Park. Don't know what the week looks like, but for right now, we'll be picking up watermelons here. I think it's like 43,000 pounds of watermelons in Schoolcraft, and heading out to Chicago area. Used to go out there a lot. Been a long time. And I know that place to be that either one, we'll get there and they'll have their act together, or two, it will be sitting there for a while. So, and then from there we'll be picking up, I think, in Wisconsin, and then bringing that back to Lansing. So until then, I'm gonna get everything set up and catch you guys here in a little bit. Everybody, so we are loaded up with our watermelons, and I can tell you this, it feels pretty hefty. Does not feel light in the slightest. Actually, maybe it's not that bad. I don't know, hard to say. However, we got about a 170-mile drive. I'll throw up the map. And we're getting to the point in filming now where we'll start to get some of like the color tours. Oh my gosh. There's a bush to my right I can't see past. But anyways, right now it's going to be about mid-October, so you know, now we're looking at, you know, a lot of the reds and oranges of fall. You know, now we're all starting to get into the cooler temperatures as well. Big time cooler temperatures too. Big time. I think according to my phone, This morning I got a notification for freeze warning. So pretty soon here we'll start to get frost, and well, we all know what follows frost. It's the S word. Come on, figure it out. Baby, do it. Yes. Oh. Everybody, it is 3:45 in the morning. It's rainy and it's cold, but we stayed at stayed in North Lake last night because we couldn't park on site. We're about miles. From our delivery. I wish I had more time to sleep. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky in the dock. Maybe they'll take 3.5, 4 hours. It's not like I'm hurting for time. I don't think our backhaul doesn't pick up till I think it was 11 or something like that. So, I mean, I've got time, but oh, and an update on that whole ordeal with what am I trying to say? Well, dang it. I know it's early, but I didn't expect my brain to fry this soon. Oh, Pleasant Prairie. dispatch found a driver that can cover that, so we're not gonna be doing that. We're just gonna be picking up from Geneva, Illinois, and we'll be bringing that back and figuring out what's gonna happen from there. And luckily, I might be able to, if we do regional all week this week, I might be able to work this in and get like a video for like all of this week's regional stuff. Might be able to do that. So, we'll see what happens. Well, everybody, 2 hours later, we are I'm working on getting out to the exit for this facility. And it's just nasty. 42 degrees and it's excuse me, 42 degrees and it's just gross and wet. It's cold. It won't stop raining. I don't know if any of this is left over from the hurricanes. But I also know that this is about the time of the year for Michigan where, or for the Midwest, where you'll have days that are 76, and then you'll have days with a high of like 50. Like, either way, like, you can't really, like, you don't win. Get treated with some beautiful weather, but then you just get rained on. But we're gonna head over to Geneva, Illinois. That'll be a frozen produce load. I already got the reefer set to -10. I have a feeling that one will be a pretty full load. And then we'll pick everything back up and start making our way over to Lansing. Just like that, we are loaded and ready to go. About 4 hours of wait time. And looks like we have 42,124 pounds of what I believe are frozen French fries. Which, I'll be honest, makes me very, very hungry. I'd go for some French fries right about now. everyone. So instead of us going to Lansing, we dropped off at the yard, and now we just picked up another load, and this will be a 3-stop going to Illinois. So see you guys here in a little bit. Good evening, everyone. So we've made it to our stop in Chicago. It is currently about 8:45 Chicago time. Got our offload at 6. I'm gonna try to start working on putting videos together. Didn't really get a chance to this last weekend. This video might be a bit longer than normal ones because I'm trying to fit, a lot of work into one video. So, this one might end up being, 29 minutes to 30 minutes long. And we'll see if you guys enjoy it, based on views. If it gets 600-700 views, cool. If it does normal, then I know that I can squeeze a little bit more content in to a video and have it perform the same. So that being said, I'm trying to keep these updates pretty short, sweet, and simple. That way, we can get everything in tomorrow. We'll have 3 offloads, and then we'll be going down to DeKalb, Illinois, picking up after our 3rd drop, and then that'll be going over to a new location I don't believe you guys have seen yet, which will be Newport. So, busy day tomorrow, but should be some good content, and hopefully it doesn't get too cold tonight where I freeze and wake up with hypothermia. Good morning, everybody. We are leaving our first delivery, and we are going to start making our way over to our second of 3, and hopefully we can get out of here because this does not look like the most fun. So catch up here in a little bit. So how's this for chaos? Oh, that's pretty neat. Stop number 2 is done. We're on our way to stop number 3. And then we're gonna be picking up that backhaul out of DeKalb and heading over to Newport. I think we'll be wrapping up our day in Newport. I think. Fingers crossed that last night wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It just got very noisy and it's been cold. And then it's gonna warm back up again. I think either end of this week into next week, it's gonna be back up in the 70s again. It's just weather right now is so bipolar that it's hard to get consistent sleep. You know, you'd think that being in your truck for as long as you're in the truck and however many years you've spent in the truck, like you get used to it, but you're in so many different climate zones, and like when it gets to be 30 degrees outside, it affects the inside of the truck. It's not like a house. You know, it's like, imagine being in your car and it's 20 degrees outside and you shut the car off after blasting the heat. Like, the heat will be there for a little bit, but you've got all that glass, everything else like that. You know, eventually that heat's just going to radiate out. Glass is going to get cold, and then that's going to cool off everything inside. Luckily, it's not down in the 20s yet, but it got pretty cold last night. One of my buddies says it was 34 back at where he was at, which I think was in like southern Illinois, something like that, but he said it was pretty cold last night. But that's why we pack up a bunch of extra blankets. That's why we do all that stuff. Alright everyone, we are unloaded. Huh. Why is it that every time I turn on the camera I yawn? It's like clockwork. It's kind of ridiculous. So this place wasn't necessarily the most fun to back into. It doesn't look bad now, but I had a trailer on both sides. And we got about a 57-mile drive from what I'm seeing to DeKalb. And I think we'll be able to get in there. I think we can get in there an hour early, is my understanding. So we'll get hooked up to this, make that drive down there. And while this time I've been sitting here waiting, decided to hop onto the laptop and try making a video. Come to find out, the video I was gonna make had no audio. So I had to scrap the entire video. So this will be the one that's going up. But yeah, we'll get hooked up here and hit the road. And just like that, we are loaded up. About 39,000 pounds, and now we're gonna go from DeKalb, Illinois, over to the far east side of Michigan to Newport, where we are going to drop this and probably wrap up this video there, because that'll take us into like Thursday, Friday. There probably won't be much of anything crazy happening, but brain dump every single time. I'm sure whatever I had to say wasn't that important. I'm positive it wasn't. Positive. Either way, get out on the freeway here, and I've seen enough Illinois for 1 week. Good evening, everyone. It is 1:45 in the morning. I'm about to head to bed and wrap this video up for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's content. Very, very busy week. Very busy week. Yeah. Anywho, thanks for sticking around. Good to see you guys in the next one, and thanks for stopping by.